Hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. And today is the seventh class, and today we are going to learn the framework development from the scratch. Okay, so what exactly we are going to learn and how exactly we are going to do, right? So the agenda for today's class will be like in the IntelliJ, we'll try to set up a new project from the scratch, and after that, we will create the folder structure, and whatever the folder or the packages will need going forward in the project, so we'll be creating all those folders first or the packages first, and as and when we need the components or the files to be placed in those respective folders, we'll be creating them in our framework development session and we'll keep them there. Okay, and apart from that, we'll try to understand the different packages. Okay, so what exactly are those packages and what types of the content we are going to put in that packages. Okay, that is important to understand. And then we need to we'll be adding our dependencies, right, in the pom.xml. Whatever the dependencies we need, we'll be adding that into the pom.xml. So that is the agenda for today's class. So without wasting further time, let's get started. So let's go to our IntelliJ. If you have seen, this is our BDD Selenium framework that we have already completed. So I'll just go and say close project. Okay, so project is closed. So now I'm going to create a new project. Okay, so create a new project, click on new project, untitled. So we can give some project name. Okay, BDD. So we'll say BDD rest assured demo. Okay, so let's give the year also 2024. Okay, BDD rest assured demo 2024, and create a Git repository. Perfect. And Java language, and build system is Maven JDK 21. Okay, Oracle Open JDK version 21, that is been installed in my system. Okay, and if you want, you can give these advanced settings, your group ID and artifact ID. So group ID, I'm saying QA automation classes, artifact ID is BDD rest assured demo 2024. Okay, so now go ahead and hit create. So a default Maven project is going to get created with the default structure. Okay, so if you see, this is BDD rest assured demo, right? So if you go and see my pom.xml, right, you can see this is the artifact ID we have given and this is the group ID we have given, right? So with the artifact ID, the project name came, and there is whatever the group ID we came with that. Inside main Java we have this QA automation classes package, and inside that we have a main class. It's just a sample hello world. Okay, so but we don't need them, so we can get rid of that. Let's delete this QA automation classes itself. Okay, we don't need them. Main I can delete. Okay, so before that, let me just see source main. Okay, test is also generated. Okay, fine. So let's go and let's delete. Okay, main, delete this one. Yep, and Q automation classes also we don't need, so we can get rid of this one. Okay, so delete directory Q automation classes, so delete. Okay, so we are done now. So now if you see the folder structure, we have source, main, Java. Inside Java we have deleted the default created project structure, that main and all we deleted, and you can have Java is there, nothing is inside, and resources is there. Similarly, inside the test we don't have we have only Java, we don't have resources. Okay, so for the test, okay, I can say right click new and directory. Okay, and here if you can see Maven source directory, just click on this one, double click, it will come here. Okay, so now we also have the resources directory for the test. Okay, so all our code will go under this one, so we can minimize the close the main, hide them. Okay, we don't need this tree to see, so we need the test. Inside the test we have Java and we have the resources. Okay, so all the source code will go into the Java and all the properties file and configuration file will go into the resources. Okay, so this is the basic folder structure what we created, but apart from this, okay, so we need to create more folders, okay, or the more packages. So what packages we need? So let's say whenever you want to run, right, what you can say, like run your feature file, right? So you need your cucumber runner. Okay, so we can create one cucumber runner package, right? Cucumber runner. Okay, so this is one of the package. And apart from that, we need if you need hooks also, right? So package hooks. Okay, and we might need a Pojo classes. Okay, so what is this Pojo classes? Hooks, everyone know. Okay, let me explain this one. So cucumber runner is the runner that will be running. Okay, and in the runner will have all the feature files configured, or the feature files which we want to execute, those will be configured. And then hooks, all the before and after related things will be there, like what you can say, like loading your properties file and getting the base URL. Let's say in here in the API world, we can say getting the base URL can be done for all the things, right? So we have to load and get the base URL, that we can do with the help of the before annotation in the hooks. And similarly after annotation, like whenever the scenario fails, we can take a screenshot over there, right? So that we can also do with the help of the after annotation of the hooks. Okay, so this is one thing. And then I'll say Pojo classes. Okay, so what is this Pojo classes? So right click, new package. Okay, let's say Pojo classes. Okay, so this Pojo classes is nothing but what I can say, like a plain old Java object, right? So this plain old Java object. Okay, so what it does, let's say when you have a post method, or when you need to provide a method body, right? So there is a post call, and in the post call you have to provide a JSON, right? So your input JSON, right? A request parameter, request payload. So that payload can be constructed in multiple ways. So one of the way is to go through the Pojo classes. So Pojo classes will have all those parameters. Okay, along with those all those parameters that will be along with the getters and setters methods. Okay, so and another way is like we can go with the hash map also. Okay, we'll be looking into that in detail. So when we will construct the post request parameter through Pojo classes, as well as through the our hash map also, both will we're going to see. Okay, so for that one we need the Pojo classes, we can design under here. And then we might need then definitely we need the API classes. Okay, so what is this API classes? So the API classes is nothing but, if you want to compare, it is just like your page classes, right? So how you define your actual operations on the page classes, right? So you identify all the element in case of the UI automation framework. So you suppose there is a login page, so you identify username field, password field, login button, right? And then you do some operation, and those are part of the your login page. Similarly in the API classes. Okay, so here let's say there is a post endpoint, right? So for the posts, okay, posts endpoint or the comment endpoint, okay, or the profile endpoint. Okay, so for the profile endpoint or the comments endpoint, you want to create a comment, you want to delete a comment, so you want to read the content of the comment, right? So those operation, get, post, delete, all those things. Okay, or you want to update a comment, put or patch, whatever you want to do, those all the methods will be designing inside that API class. Okay, so we'll create a like a comment class, and in the comments class we'll be having our methods for the put call, get call, patch call, delete call, whatever calls are applicable. Okay, so we'll have all those methods over there. And then these API classes has to be called from your step definition, right? So how we have the step definitions? So let's have our package. Okay, so let's say step definitions. Okay, so step definitions. So and okay, let me refactor, rename step definitions. Okay, fine. So and the step definition is nothing but, it will have the glue code for each step defined in the feature file. So this will act as a bridge between your feature file and your this API classes and other calls. Okay, so so this is the bridge, and we can have the utilities. Suppose there are some common methods which is applicable across um, all the classes. So in that case we can have the utilities. Okay, so I'm just creating the folder structure. whenever we need those kind of things we'll be adding, otherwise we'll leave it blank. Okay, and then we need configuration also, right? So configuration, whatever configuration related stuff we want to keep, right? So we can keep it inside the configuration. Okay, and then we can have the features. Okay, most important thing is the features. Let's have this configuration. So configuration, okay, and we can have one more, that is feature. Okay, and make sure feature you write inside the resources. Okay, so you have to design the features inside the resources. So let's say features. Okay, so done. Okay, so this is nothing but your a simple folder structure that we are going to use. Okay, so let me reiterate. So inside the source test Java we'll have the API classes are there, configuration is there, and cucumber, runner, hooks, Pojo classes, step definition, utilities, and inside the resources we have the features. Okay, so next step is to add the dependencies. Okay, list of the dependencies what we need for this one, right? So if you see, this is the default XML that got generated. Okay, and everything within the project tag, and properties, group ID and artifact ID we have already seen. Okay, and properties like source 21, target is 21. This is nothing from our JDK things. Okay, Maven compiler source is 21, Maven compiler target is 21. Okay, and project build source encoding UTF-8. Okay, this is fine. So the main thing is we need to add the list of the dependencies. Okay, so let's create the dependency tag. Okay, dependencies. So inside the dependencies we have to add the dependencies. Okay, so what are the dependencies we need? So let's see. First add list, add the what is that, rest assured. Okay, what is the most important one? Rest assured. So let's open our browser. Let's go to Maven central repository. Okay, Maven, so Maven central repository. Okay, and from here we have to keep downloading all our dependencies. So first one is rest assured. Okay, so rest assured io.rest assured. Okay, so this is the one. So 5.4.0. okay, so copy this one. Let's go to our IntelliJ dependencies section, just paste it. Okay, so inside the dependencies we have first added our dependency, that is nothing but the io.rest assured. Okay, so 5.4.0. so now we can open and see we have only JDK 21 related dependencies over here. Okay, we don't have any of things added as of now. I'm just going to add and then we'll install all of them. Okay, so now after adding the rest assured we can have our JSON path. Okay, so that also should be from the rest assured. Don't go with the JWay guys. Okay, that is the older one. So now everything you should have it from the rest assured. Okay, so let's say JSON hyphen path. Okay, so not from JWay, don't go with the JWay. Okay, so go with the rest assured. So now 5.4.0, this is also same. Okay, so copy. Now let's go and add it over here. Second dependency, JSON path. Okay, so why this JSON path? If you guys have remembered, right, so we have seen, right, how to go navigate to a particular node through the JSON path. Okay, it is going to identify with the help of this JSON path library. Okay, and similarly if your response is in the form of the XML, you can have the XML path also. Okay, so I can add them, but mostly we'll be working with the JSON, but yeah, let's add it. Okay, it will not harm, but it is not required also for in our case, because we are going to work with the JSON file mostly. Okay, so I can just take this XML path. Cool. So apart from that, what we need to do, we need to first get the JSON schema validator. Okay, so why JSON schema validator? So you want to validate whether your schema, whatever the schema it is returned by your API response, is proper, right? So that's why we need JSON schema, and I'll say validator. Okay, JSON schema validator, and it has to come from where? It is also from io.rest assured. So here, okay, this is also 5.4. I think these are all updated in December 2023. Awesome. So okay, so now we have to add our JUnit. Okay, so what's the JUnit? JUnit. So JUnit, it should come from your JUnit. Okay, so JUnit Jupyter API, this is a JUnit. Okay, so let's take this JUnit. The certified graduate move to JUnit API. Okay, that's okay. 4.13.2. Okay, so let's copy this one. So let's add it over here. JUnit also came. Okay, so we need to add the Cucumber related dependencies, right? So Cucumber Java we can add. So let's search for Cucumber Java. Cucumber hyphen Java. So right, it should come from the io.cucumber, not infocux. Okay, so let's take this one, io.cucumber 7.15.0. Awesome. Okay, so let's copy this one and let's put it in the dependency section. Okay, so after Cucumber Java, what else we need? We need Cucumber JUnit also, right? So Cucumber JUnit. So Cucumber JUnit. So it should come from io.cucumber. Okay, Cucumber JVM JUnit. Cucumber JVM JUnit 4. Okay, maybe 7.15.0. Okay, let's take this one. So let's add it. Next one is Cucumber core. Okay, we need Cucumber core also. These are all Cucumber related dependencies, guys. Okay, so Cucumber core io.cucumber. Okay, fine. 7.15. Awesome. So let's copy and let's add it in the dependency section. Okay, awesome. And after Cucumber related things, we have to add the Gherkin related dependency also, right? So because we are going to write in the plain English format, so it has to be Gherkin. So how to write this Gherkin? So dependency. So let's go to the repository. Let's say Gherkin. So io cucumber Gherkin. Okay, so from here 28. Okay, so now it is 28. We can take that, or you can go to one previous build which is most widely used. We can use that one, 27 also. And that is perfectly all right. Apart from that, we need log4j, right? So we'll add the logging capability as you have seen, right? So it will be from org apache logging log4j. So log4j core. So 2.23, I think this is the perfect one. Let's go with this one. So log4j core 2.23.0. Okay, so let me add this one and log4j core, and we can go with the log4j API also. Okay, so log4j API, log4j API. So this is from org apache logging log4j. Okay, so this is nothing but this is the one. Okay, so take this one, 2.23. Okay, copy and then put it in the dependencies. Okay, so apart from that, what else we need? Log4j we have added, and we need our extent report also, right? So so extent report will do. Okay, so let's say extend report and extend reports Cucumber 7 adapter. These two things we need. Okay, extend reports Cucumber 7 adapter. Okay, here it came. Okay, so let's search for that one. And this also come from the take.grasshopper. Okay, so awesome. So 1.14.0. Okay, so let's take this one and copy, just put it here in the dependencies, And the next one will be your extend report. Okay, extend report should come from the event stack. Okay, so let's say extend reports. Okay, it should come from your event stack. So okay, and 5.1.1. okay, latest one, let's take this one. So extend report also you have to keep it over here. Done. Okay, and plugins, I think we need to have the Maven compiler plugin, and we can have the failsafe plugin also. Okay, so let's add the compiler plugin as of now. Failsafe we'll see later. Okay, so let's say Maven compiler plugin. Okay, so 3.11 or 12, whatever. So this is coming as a dependency, but we have to add it as the plugin. Okay, so let's take it from here. Let's go to Google. Okay, we can go to our what is that, QA automation classes, right? QA automation classes dot blogspot. I might have added in my last what is that, last BDD framework development. Okay, if we go to that form.xml, right? Yeah, here we can see all of them. So read more. So if you see here, so here the plugin section, we have Maven compiler plugin, and we have surefire plugin we don't need, and we have even have the failsafe plugin. Okay, so we can do one thing, so we can get this entire plugin section. Okay, let me take it there and put it. Okay, and okay, cool. So now everything is here. Okay, so we need to do one thing. We need to click on reload changes. Okay, resolving the dependencies. If you see, so it is trying to resolve all the dependencies that we have just now added. Okay, and these plugins also, I think this is also, it needs to be downloaded after the dependencies, right? So we need to put the plugins inside the build tag. That's the mistake I'm doing. So let's put the build. Okay, and this build end would be after the plugins. Okay, so plugins, then we put the build. Okay, and this is fine. Okay, so if you see, this is all the dependencies we have downloaded. Let's see what is the issue with the plugin. Okay, so now dependency tab is done. So after the dependency, we have to close the dependencies. I think oh my bad. Okay, we have to be very careful while working with this, tags. Okay, so after the dependency, we have to put the dependencies and then build plugin. So Maven compiler plugin is there, and Maven surefire plugin, and this failsafe plugin also. For time being, I can disable. I don't need this plugin for now. Okay, so code comment. Okay, fine. So now if you see, all the errors are gone now, and if you see, we have downloaded all the dependencies over here. You can say extend report 5.1 and Jackson data bind, so many things whatever were there, all those dependencies has been downloaded over here. Okay, Cucumber unit, Cucumber Java, Gherkin related, right? So everything here, HTML formatter. Okay, so everything already come. Okay, Apache POE XML. Okay, so whatever, extend PDF report, Excel report. Okay, everything came here. Okay, so now we have added everything. So now our framework folder structure and our adding the dependencies is completed. Okay, so in the next session we'll be trying to create the feature file, and we'll start with the actual framework development. So when someone asks you what are the can you define about your project architecture, right? So there will be another class for that one. And then like if you have seen, right, in the next class I'll explain that one. Okay, how exactly it is going to go, right? What is the architecture and how exactly it is going to work. So that I'll be explaining in the next class. But you should be understanding all these folders are the packages that we have created and what should be the content inside that one, right? So when someone asks you, you explain about your folder structure as well as your actual flow of the application, right? How exactly your framework flow happens. Okay, so that's all for this class, guys. If you guys are really enjoying my sessions, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel and please share this content with your friends and colleagues. And please, if you have any doubt, please comment them. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And please like the video. It will motivate me to come up with the such more informative videos. Okay, so yeah, we'll meet in the next class. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Thank you.